Well, it's Uncommon Fossil, and today I want to talk about a revised Toedscruel EX deck. Toedscruel EX is what is given away in the Premium Battle Pass. If you're unsure about whether it's worth spending the 600 crystals to unlock the Premium Battle Pass, yes, it is the short answer. Go ahead and do it. Just do the 600 to unlock Tier 0. You'll be glad you did so. So, getting into it, Toedscruel EX, 270 HP stage 1. It has a very nice ability, Protective Mycelium, prevents all effects of attacks used by your opponent's Pokemon, done to all your Pokemon that have energy attached. Existing effects are not removed and damage is not an effect. So what does this mean? It means if they send up Sableye, and that places damage counter, doesn't do damage, and that is a distinction in the game. So you're immune to Sableye as long as any of your Pokemon have energy attached. Giratina V-Star that knocks out the active with its V-Star attack. That would be an effect. So that would not, you wouldn't get knocked out from that. So it is a useful ability. And then it's got this nice attack, Colony Rush, for 2 grass energy. It does 80 damage, but then 40 more for each bench Pokemon that has any grass energy attached. So a full bench of Pokemon with energy. 5 times 4 is 200 plus the 80, so hitting 280, a very nice number to hit. And actually, Toedscool right now is bugged. You actually can do more than that. You can get credit for your active Toedscool, and you get credit for, I think, evolution grass Pokemon that don't have energy attached. So if you want to take advantage of that bug right now too, it does help the deck. It's still not overpowered, I will say, but I do like the deck anyway, bug or no bug. So we need to get a lot of energy in play. How am I going to do it now? I am going with Forretress EX. I think this is a very intriguing Pokemon. It certainly has synergy together. Will it be effective or not? That's the question to remain to be seen. I'm still not sure. I've been working on the deck list, playing it some, but certainly haven't fully sorted it out yet. But this is a good place to start, and I have begun making revisions to the list. So Forretress EX, another Stage 1 Grass Pokemon, 270 HP, the same amount. You can attack with it, but it's really here for exploding energy. Once during your turn, you may search your deck for up to 5 basic Grass Energy cards and attach them to your Pokemon any way you like. So 5 energy, if we need 2 on the active, we can get energy at least on 3 in the bench. If we already have 1 energy in the active, or can attach per turn, we can get energy on 4 or even 4 of the bench Pokemon. You don't want to attach energy to Forretress EX. It's in play somewhere, but it knocks itself out. So that you're always going to have 1 open bench slot after you do this, and ideally you'll play down a Pokemon, attach an energy, so it's ready to add to your damage too. So, but what happens with it when we do this? Because it's super busted ability. When you do this, you shuffle your deck, okay, and then afterwards, this Pokemon is knocked out. So the Forretress EX knocked itself out in the process. You give up 2 prize cards. That's a big downside, but the upside's really high. So hopefully with this deck, the upside outweighs the downside. We will see. You can attack with it, but really you want to attack with Toedscruel. What else do we have? We need to get a lot of Pokemon to play. Oh, we play 3 basic Pinecos. I used to play a 2-2 line of the Forretress EX with 2 Pinecos. I've had multiple games where both Pinecos were prized, and that just crushed me. So I've gone to 2 Pinecos. It's a 4-3 line of the Toedscruels. And then we also play Grotle, which evolves from Turtwig. So 3 Turtwigs and 3 Grotles. Grotles here, we need grass. We want grass Pokemon with grass energy, but it's got the sun-drenched shell ability. Very nice with this deck. Once during your turn, you may search your deck for a grass Pokemon, reveal it, put in your hand, then shuffle your deck. So we have 1 Pokemon draw. We need to fill up the bench with Pokemon. They're all evolution Pokemon. Being able to just draw grass Pokemon time after time. Very nice in this deck. I do like it a lot. And then 1 Lumineon, which if you attach the grass energy to it, you get the 40 more damage still. But Luminous Signs, when you play this Pokemon from your hand to your bench during your turn, you may search your deck for supporter, reveal it, put it in your hand, and shuffle your deck. So that ability is very useful. Other ways, one could try Gardenia's Vigor, of course, with this deck. I don't think that's the way to go. Pidgeot EX could even be an option. You just more. I think that's going to take too slow, too long to get going. So I haven't wanted to do that. I think Forretress EX is the direction I've taken it, and it is reasonably effective. I will say I'm playing 13 grass energies. At one point I had 14. 12 may be enough. I think 13's about the right number. We need a lot of grass energies in play. We find them quite easily with the Forretress EX, and we do have abilities to recover and recycle energy. So, we need deck space too, so we don't want to load up too many energies. What are we playing in the deck? I'm playing 2 Mesagoza, partly to bump paths to the peak, and then also it is a useful card. You flip a coin. You can flip a coin each turn of each player. Heads, search your deck for a Pokemon, reveal it, put it in your hand. Tails does nothing. You can get Lumineon this way, or any other Pokemon you want to get in play, basic or evolution, so it does work well. 2 Nest Balls just to help get set up. 4 Battle VIP Pass. You need to get a Pokemon in play turn 1. Really critical. If we can't do that, we kind of just lose the game. So Battle VIP Pass, very useful here. 2 Bosses Order, 2 Klaras, right? You can search your deck, put up to 2 Pokemon and or 2 basic energy from the discard pile into your hand, very useful. 4 Iono. Iono's is good anyway, and it's even better in this deck because we're giving up 2 prizes early on with Forretress EX, so we can Iono our opponent down to 4 cards or even 3 cards if they take it a knockout. Right away on turn 2. So that is useful for sure. 2 Super Rods just for recovery of energy into our Pokemon. 4 Ultra Balls to search things out, Pokemon out. 4 Professor's Research, just really good early on. And 2 Escape Rope. I didn't have any switching cards originally. I put in Rope. I'll have to see if Rope or Switch is better. I'm thinking Escape Rope could be good to get an annoying card out of the active at times. So have a number of Pokemon with high retreat cost. So I just think we need some switching card in it. So that's the list that I have. I have been refining it. I think it still needs some refining, but it is certainly a solid starting place. We'll see how the deck goes, and you can let me know how you think the list is and what could make it better. All right, so coming up to the coin toss, choosing heads. Evolution deck, want to go first, but all right, excellent. Get heads, get to go first. Pleased with that. Like I said, this list is still early days for revising it. I tend with when I first put together deck lists, so have the Toadscool. That's nice because that's my attacker. I have Nest Ball, have Battle VIP Pass, so I can really get things set up now. Have a Grotle in hand for the next turn, so I can get essentially all the Pokemon that I want into play. Very pleased with the situation here. We'll see what I draw, obviously. See what I'm up against. A water deck, which is fine. Okay. Palkia is obviously a strong deck, possibly a better deck. Let's see. So I want to get down to Turtwigs there. So that's good. I think I'll fill up my bench, and I won't have the ability to get Lumineon V, but that's okay. 2/2. So I'll get down another Pineco, get 2 of every Pokemon that I need, and enter. Now, I don't have the ability to play down Manaphy, and that could cost me, right? Filling my bench also means no Manaphy. They'll play Radiant Greninja. So, but all of my Pokemon, once they're evolved, are above 90 HP. So I might even want to evolve to Forretress, my other Pineco, so it doesn't get one shot. We'll see how things go. They're getting a very nice turn 1, 2 Battle VIP passes, even better than my 1. They get Squawkabilly down, so they're really getting set up. They're hoping to get some energies in the discard. Got 1 in. Obviously, they'd like to even get 2 more in. Maybe there's 2 energy in hand, because I would think that they want to. Now, that's a bit odd. Maybe, aren't they going to use Squawkabilly? What do they want to get with Irida first? I'm a bit surprised by that play. Those are nice cards, so they're roping me. I'll set up Pineco. He knocks himself out, right? So essentially, it's a pivot card, assuming when I want to use it. And I do want to use it, most definitely. Yeah, so very solid situation still. I am surprised by that rope play. I guess, okay, just being defensive there, which is fair enough. Problem is I don't have energy, but I will get energy. Right, I have access to my energy. I like that. And if you remember what I said, I'm going to Mesagoza next too, because evolution Pokemon, as far as I know, automatically count towards my damage level. So Forretress, I do have another Grotle, so I may grab that. Forretress into the active. I'm going to blow myself up. Let me evolve. Let me just keep evolving here, right? So what do I have? I have a Turtwig. So I want to get down my other Grotle. And then I think, and I'm going to wait. Do I want to evolve that other Forretress? That's my big question right now. So boom, you're blowing up. So I'm going to put, so I believe with these evolution Pokemon, I don't need to spread my energies around so much. So I might want to attack with Forretress EX, I guess. That's possible. So now there's this weird lag the way the game is when you play Forretress EX. So it shuffles. Again, the animation's a little slow, right? In my opinion. Then you got to sit and you're like, okay, what's happening? Then you knock yourself out. Then your opponent selects. The game needs to, it's not as smooth as it should be. So I have 240. I think I'll just leave the Pineco as it is. Knock out the Radiant Greninja, which is nice. They might recover it, in which case they will then knock out my Pineco. They can one-shot it with Radiant Greninja if they have to recover it, which obviously they have cards to do that, I'm sure. Whether they have them in hand and want to do them, I don't know, right? Toadscool is fine. I don't remember if there's a third one in deck or not, right? I play 3 of the EXs of the Toedscruels, so I don't really want to play down Toadscool. Toadscool is obviously very vulnerable to Greninja. Radiant Greninja just knocks that out. See what they do, right? That the Mesagoza, it does mean if I hit heads, I can grab Lumineon and research or Iono. And yeah, it's not bad here. Not bad at all. It's because of the bug, there's a good chance I can take out the Palkia V-Star if they evolve, right? I just need to get a bench Pokemon and an energy attached to it. So I guess they're going to attack with Palkia, which isn't bad. It will, does it knock me out? Let me think, 5, 10, 10, 2, I think it's 10 short, which is really good for me. So they didn't, okay, good. I didn't lose my stadium. I like that too. I hope heads would be really big here, although I have knockouts, so I'm in a very nice position as it is. So I think I will, Lumineon, I think I will research as my play. I think I'll research. Get that extra energy down. I just want to get things going. I do want to take him out, right? Take out the Palkia. I mean, I could take out Chen Pao also. I have whatever I want to knock out. I will research, though. I could have saved Lumineon for a boss later in the game, but since I have the knockout, doing 240, quite nice. I don't think so. I'm up to 280 because the damage is working, I think, the way I believe. You get credit for the active, which you're not supposed to. Okay. Wait, see, wait, 280. It wasn't counting something, was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So maybe it wasn't counting the Pineco. Maybe the grass Pokemon need to be evolved. Right? If it was counting all 6, 6 times 4 is 240 plus 80 would be at 320. So it wasn't counting one of the Pokemon. Was it only counting one of the Grotles? Was it not counting the Pineco? That's good. That's interesting. So right now it's okay. I did enough damage to be happy with it. You know, I'm in a very strong position here, I think is fair to say. They may be able to knock me out. 6 times 4. So they need 5 energies attached, right? Gets to 300, knocks me out. I should have all the pieces I need in play are ready to knock them out with the way the calculations work, but I can't be fully certain. I do believe I do have the other Forretress EX in deck. I probably want to... Attaching to Squawkabilly, huh? I guess they're just discarding those. Interesting. Right, so they should be... Sorry, I'm putting my hands over my mouth some. That's not helping things. So the fact that the attack is bugged really helps me in this game. I should not have been able to knock out that Palkia. I don't believe... V, I don't think. So I should knock out the Chen Pao. I'll be down to 1 prize. They'll be in a really tough spot. I do need to get down a Pokemon, though. That is very... Okay, boss. Maybe I sit on these cards then, huh? I might bump the Pokestop, too. I don't know. I got to think about that. Toadscool. I don't have energy. I would like to attach... I don't have Raihan in the deck, which I do think I should play. So I'm going to bump their stadium because I don't want them to have that. I have 4 Iono. That's a lot of Ionos, right? A lot of Ionos. So let me... They're down to 2 prizes, though, so that's a bit of a problem, right? I'm going to get a Forretress EX down. It's the same HP as the Toedscruel, so I'm not overly concerned about it. So I think, let's see, the damage stays the same. I would like to get energy on to the Toadscool. No, if they knock out my active, I just lose, though, don't I? So I probably should not have done that. That's okay. So I will now... So now I'm at 280. Take the knockout. I'm 1 prize away, but they knock me out, they win, right? They knock out my active. And I have Lumineon V, so that's the low HP one. So boss, they probably don't have boss, though. My Iono might have been a bad play. They sent up Manaphy. I mean, that's a defensive play, I guess, in a sense. The stadium could have cost, right? If they hit heads, I don't know if they had Lumineon for game. They probably don't have energy in hand. They don't have a good enough attacker. Well, I mean, they could just accelerate to Baxcalibur, right? If they had, they need the energies, though, and the boss, and they can't... I mean, they could have a boss in hand and a energy retrieval card. So there we go. Got the win. I didn't think it was... the odds were going into that last turn that my opponent was not going to have the game. Perhaps the Iono was a mistake. Not fully certain about that. But that was a game where the glitch in the attack, the buff, I'm pretty sure helped me win the game. So I really don't want to be taking advantage of those glitches. But it is there. Toedscruel, but even without it, is pretty solid. This gets it set up quickly. I think this is the Forretress is the fastest way to set it up, and most reliable. You go behind 2 prizes. Does it overcome that? Not sure. Let me know what your thoughts about this deck are. let me know what modifications of the list are, because I'm pretty sure this list needs to get improved, and I will continue to refine it in the future. If I come up with something noticeably better, I will make a video on that. Take care.